the smoothest skin ever, even though I don't recommend it, but once again, do what's best for you. And please don't be like my father. Yes, Daddy, I'm calling you out if you're watching. Whole lot. Do I look a little ghostly? Do I need to go bronze down again? Or put a little color on my cheek? Are my eyes getting worse? Why am I having trouble seeing? This is alarming. Let me go put more blush on. What is happening? We can use a little more blush. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are starting a new series this month on my channel. This month, I will be doing my top 5, only 5, not 10, my top 5 in each category. So in today's video, I'm sharing the first of a series of 3 videos, and this is going to be my top 5 skincare products, basically the only 5 skincare products you need in your entire arsenal. This is a big one for me because y'all know I'm a skincare girly, but yeah, God told me I had to do this series, so here we are. And I wanted to do this series because I think, especially as someone like myself who loves all things skincare, fragrance, beauty, just I love everything girly and feminine. I understand that not everybody is like myself, and I don't think you need to have an arsenal of 100 skincare products. I don't think you need 2 skincare closets now like myself. So I thought this would be a great condensed video to kind of share what are the top products you need in your routine or in your arsenal. So if you would like to see the first installment in this series, then please keep watching. Okay guys, I'm really excited, like I said, because I'm a skincare girly, but I don't think that everybody needs as much skincare as I have. Also, I am an influencer, so I am now sent a lot more skincare than I personally buy, which I'm always grateful for. I thought this would be a great video as I move into pivoting my brand and giving you all consultations and classes. I want people to know that you don't need to have a ton of products. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty of my top 5 products, basically all you need in your skincare routine. And let's start with the basics. My first is going to be a good cleanser. This is the Josie Maran Pineapple Enzyme Pore Clearing Cleanser. As you can see, and if you've been watching my channel for years, this is my favorite cleanser ever. Now, of course, you could use cleansing balms and cleansing oils and makeup removing wipes if you'd like to, even though I don't recommend it, but once again, do what's best for you. But a cleanser is all you need. For my oily skin, I love this cleanser because it's great. It's a gel formula. I wouldn't call it foamy. It's rather frothy. It froths up really nicely and it helps to leave my skin feeling not too parched, not too dry, but really, really nice. This is supposed to be an enzymatic cleanser that does a little bit of exfoliation. I don't really notice that too much, but a cleanser is essential. Now, if you have dry skin or if you have more normal skin, one cleanser that I really like is the Versed Antioxidant Cleanser, I believe. That's a really nice, gentle cleanser. I think for the everyday man or woman, a gentle cleanser is that's really all you need. La Roche-Posay also has some really great cleansers, which I will link down below. Elemis has an exfoliating cleanser, which is actually creamy and very hydrating. That's nice. One of the top cleansers of all time is the Youth to the People antioxidant green clean or like superfood cleanser. That's a great product that a lot of people love. I oftentimes recommend it. Now, I'm not a fan of it just because of the packaging, but you all know that I'm a little OCD in particular, and so I don't really prefer the packaging, but the actual formula of the product itself is really nice, and that is one that most people will find just perfect because it's very gentle, but it does get your face really, really clean. So those are all the cleansers that I would recommend, and of course I'm gonna have everything linked down below. Now let's get into the second product that I think is a sure staple in every routine, and that is going to be an exfoliant. Now, you knew that we were gonna be talking about the Dr. Dennis Gross extra strength, in my case, peel pads. I think exfoliation is one of the most necessary things you could do as part of your skincare routine. Exfoliation is basically the process of removing the outermost layer of your epidermis. And a lot of times the skincare serums that you may be using or the treatments, they can be received from using certain exfoliants. So this exfoliant from Dr. Dennis Gross is a peel. This is the extra strength. I'd recommend it if you have very, very tough skin that can handle it, or if you are very acneic like myself. Now, an interesting thing to note is that I'm acneic, but I'm not sensitive. So I could try 5 new products a month and never have a product breakout. I break out because of my hormones. So I love the extra strength one. This is great. This helps to fight fine lines, wrinkles. It imparts a lot of radiance in your skin. It helps your skin glow. It gives you the smoothest skin ever. So if you fight dullness, dehydration, dark marks like I do, hyperpigmentation, acne, this is perfect. I want to say this contains maybe 5 to 7 different types of acids, including salicylic acid to help treat your acne. But when I don't use this peel, which is an exfoliant, I can tell a difference in my skin immediately because I start looking dull gray and just not cute. So an exfoliant is definitely key. They have a version for normal skin, which I would recommend for most people. And then they also have an ultra gentle formula. But some people are still too sensitive for that. So if you have really sensitive skin, steer clear from this. There are other alternatives. Like I spoke about, there is an Elemis cleanser that has exfoliants in it. Now that one is really nice because it's very gentle and soothing. So if you have very dry or sensitive skin, I would recommend a cleanser with exfoliating beads or a microfoliant, something like that, that is not going to be too abrasive, because this is it's not abrasive in terms of texture, but because this is a chemical exfoliant, if you are sensitive, you want to steer clear from that. Also, you could use a toner. One toner that people love is the Ren Daily Glow Tonic toner. I'm not exactly sure of the name. I did just receive it in PR, but that has, I want to say, lactic acid that helps exfoliate your skin. And lactic acid is always going to be super, super calming, a lot more than like a salicylic. So if you are sensitive, I'd recommend an exfoliating toner. You also have the Ordinary's glycolic acid toner. Is a great product to help exfoliate your skin that you can use daily. It's gentle and it's effective without being too harsh like the Dr. Dennis Gross peel pads. Okay, and my last exfoliant that I'm going to recommend, this is the first product that actually got me into exfoliants many, many years ago. First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. Now they are a textured pad that contains acids. So it's like the Dr. Dennis Gross peel pad, but a heck of a lot less expensive and also less intense. So these help to impart radiance in your skin. So once again, it's a chemical and manual exfoliation. They make your face feel so smooth. I always recommend, if you use exfoliating pads, to use them before makeup application, that your makeup adheres to your skin really well and that your texture is diminished. So once again, exfoliation is going to help brighten your skin, get rid of any texture issues. I mean, as much as you can. You really can't like erase your pores, but a lot of times we have buildup in the keratin in our cells, and exfoliating gets rid of that. Okay, my third product that is very essential in any skincare routine is going to be retinol. Now, retinol is the single most, in my humble opinion, advantageous, effective product ingredient that you could use. I always talk about retinol because it's so very important if you are building an anti-aging skincare routine. They sell lots of fancy serums and moisturizers. I'm always of the belief that use just enough anti-aging that you feel comfortable with, that's preventative. But I don't think, like anyone in my age range, I'm in my mid-30s, I don't think I need a $400 face cream because, like, you know, but a retinol is something you can start using at any age. Retinol basically speeds up your skin cell turnover rate. So what that means is, let's say at age 20, it takes your skin 35 days to regenerate new cells. Let's say you get a cut or a blemish and your skin has to heal and produce new skin cells. Well, maybe at age 60, maybe it's taking 65 to 70 days. And what that means is that it takes longer for you to see renewed skin. And when you want to you have an anti-aging routine, you want newer skin more quickly because you want your skin to regenerate with healthy new cells. So that is why retinol is so very important. As soon as I started working in the beauty industry and I learned about retinol, I got a retinol. So my favorite is the Peter Thomas Roth Retinol Fusion PM, really just because of the texture. I have quite a lengthy skincare routine, and even though today I'm sharing my top 5 products, I use way more, well, not way more, I use more than 5 products each night, but this has the consistency of like a slightly more viscous water. So it's a tiny bit heavier than water, but it's not as thick and viscous as a serum. So this has a really fast absorption rate. I want to say this is a 2%, it's a 1.5% time released micro encapsulated retinol. What that means is that it's time released, it's a little more gentle and effective. Now, because retinol speeds up your skin cell turnover, which is why I think it's the best skincare product in terms of like a serum, you want to make sure if you are sensitive that you are building this up every other day or every 3 days to everyday use. I have been using a retinol for decades. Do I use it every night? No. But if you're just starting off with retinol, be sure to slowly increase how often you use this so that you don't see irritation. And be sure you're using a sunscreen with retinol. The next retinol you could use is from La Roche-Posay. La Roche-Posay is one of my favorite skincare lines because it's clinically backed, but it's not as expensive as like a Peter Thomas Roth or a Dr. Dennis Gross, so I really like their retinol. You could also use the Ordinary's retinol, and I believe they have 2 formulas with differencing in percentage-wise of retinol. The Ordinary is a great cost-effective brand, so definitely check that out. And another retinol that I would recommend is the Dr. Dennis Gross retinol. This is actually the first retinol that I found that you can use at night. Retinols most likely are to be used at night because they are a harsh ingredient. It also tends to make your skin a little more sensitive, so you wouldn't want to put it on and then expose your skin to the sun because that could cause a lot of sun damage. But Dr. Dennis Gross retinol can be used during the day. Okay, but those are 4 different retinols that I have tried that I really enjoyed. Okay, the 4th top product is of course a moisturizer. Now, I always recommend using an AM and PM moisturizer, but let's face it, not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody can have a 20-step or 15-step skincare routine, and sometimes it's just not cost effective. So I am a proponent of day and night moisturizers, but if you can only use one, I say use a moisturizer that you can use during the day that's not too heavy. For my oily skin, I love the Belief Aqua Bomb. This is my #1 moisturizer ever. It has a very nice gel consistency, but it's not too heavy. It's not so mattifying where it makes me look like I'm lacking moisture. This is the best formula I have found to create a homeostatic state for my skin, because I find with oily skin, you really ride the fence of being too oily or being dehydrated. So I really love this moisturizer for my skin. Also, the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel is a great one. And the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Now the Magic Cream is a great moisturizer for normal and dry skin. I think for oily skin, it's probably a little too emollient and oily feeling for during the day. So that's why I use that Magic Cream at night. But the Magic Cream overall is a really nice moisturizer. And if you have dry skin, you'll probably like the Magic Cream Night version for nighttime. But those are just some varieties that I really enjoy. Belief also has a moisturizer that's more geared towards dry to normal skin. But for oily skin, the Belief Aqua Bomb is my favorite for that nice gel texture. Finding a moisturizer is really just all about finding a formula that works for you, and you can have one with SPF or without. And that leads us to our 5th and final product. That is my top 5. So of course, coming in at number 5 is your sunscreen. And you knew I was going to include a sunscreen. If we were on Instagram, I'd be beating you with this. I'm just playing, but y'all know that reel that I did way back when. A sunscreen is one of the most important skincare products you could incorporate in your routine. And please don't be like my father. Yes, Daddy, I'm calling you out if you're watching. Don't be like my father, who thinks because he has a darker skin tone and or is African American that you don't need needs a sunscreen. Yes, you do. The melanin that we as melanated individuals contain in our skin is not enough protection. So while it does give us a little more protection than our counterparts, you still need more. Specifically, if you're going to be using retinol, a peel or an exfoliating pad, if you're going to be using vitamin C, if you're not using a retinol, you're throwing your money away, because the moment you go out into the sun, it's reversing all that yummy goodness that you've just put on your skin that you've been using for a month. So sunscreen is very important. Currently, this is my favorite. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Invisible UV Flawless Primer. I love this because it gives me a glow, but it doesn't make me look oily. It has a nice texture. I have heard a few ladies say that it leaves a white cast on their skin. I'm gonna say maybe you're using too much. I found that if I use too much sunscreen and I don't let it sit, it will look a little gray, but I find that this works well. I also really love these Supergoop sunscreens. So you have the Unseen sunscreen, which is more of a matte texture. It's an invisible sunscreen that leaves zero white cast ever, but it does feel a little mattifying. So maybe if you're not so keen on that, you may want to skip that, but that's one of the top sunscreens. Also from Supergoop, you have the Glow Screen, which I will be purchasing in the next Sephora sale because it gives you the healthiest, most beautiful glow. I believe it is available in 4 different shades to match different skin tones, but it's more of a universally flattering shade that gets, you know, a couple of ranges of skin tones, but that gives you a nice glow and it just makes your skin look so healthy, like you've been on vacation. Also, one of my favorite cost-effective sunscreens is the Inky List Polyglutamic Acid Sunscreen. That is my favorite sunscreen for all the hydration without the weight. It's kind of like a gel cream sunscreen that's not too heavy. It never makes me look ashy. It's very cost-effective and it makes you glow from hydration. It doesn't add any like color or shimmer on your skin like the Glow Screen from Supergoop does. And my last sunscreen will of course be Black Girl Sunscreen, their original hydrating formula or moisturizing formula. That's my favorite for winter time when I'm looking for something very cost effective. So I probably should switch to that now. It's very, very hydrating. It has a lighter weight, but it is very nourishing to your skin. It makes you glow. It never leaves a white cast. It's a safe sunscreen to use, and I just enjoy that one so much. And I know that so many of you do as well. So yeah, guys, those are my top 5 skincare products that I think everyone needs in their skincare routine or in their arsenal. I will leave down below some videos on cleansers, retinols, moisturizers, how to find your skin type if I have that video, and also all about sunscreen. I didn't want to delve too deep into those categories, but I just wanted to give a video that the average person just getting into skincare would find useful, because you do not need a skincare routine of 12 steps. You really don't. People like myself who do that just like a little something on the edge. As you can see here, I didn't share not one skincare mask. Those types of products are actually optional. You don't need them in your routine, but these 5 products are the ones that I think you absolutely need to create the perfect skincare routine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that skincare videos do probably the worst on my channel, which I find to be so interesting because I don't know, like they're so informative, but maybe I'm just a nerd and I like teaching and learning. But I hope for those of you who were looking for a video like this could be helpful. Let me know what you guys think down below. Next week, we will have the top 5 makeup products that you need in your routine, and I hope you guys will enjoy that. So look out for that. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the series this month, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.